I need a weapon. Fight for the Empire. I need a weapon.
Just a couple of good knockings. Sound. Hey. You know,
keep moving, Trooper.
how's it? Hey, Loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel.
Trooper standing
You'll get it. I don't know how to play piano, but trying to figure out how to do that. Anyways, welcome to Tuesday. Obviously, it's going to be messed up because they changed the day now. Someone's going to be coming into my room, so I got to get this going on fast. So, okay. So, I'm setting up. You know, I get this all set up, and then it's like, I done setting it up. Gotten more complicated. Now I'm like, what to start? And I'm like, what was it gonna say? The new stuff or the stuff or? But I have been watching a lot more stuff on the spooky side of YouTube because it's don't have to worry about copyright now. Hey, welcome to the new soundtrack. It's an algorithm, right? Just like they try to sell you stuff. So if I watch like a couple of these, then a bunch of other ones just like it come on, then it's like down a rabbit hole. So it's not intentional. Well, it is intentional, but it just creates a. So yeah, but let's not talk about all that spooky, possession stuff. Although it is pretty interesting. This. Oh, gosh! Stop. I found something else out that was interesting, but I'll save it for later. Let's just get going on because it's not the time, not too late, not too early, and the Ala Wai Canal, which is right next to, if you're familiar with Waikiki, there's the beach, there's Kalakaua Avenue, and then there's Ala Wai Boulevard, and like the stretch or the strip of Waikiki, which is that direction on the compass. And next to that is an Ala Wai Canal, which goes all the way down to the length, and it empties out into the Ala Wai Boat Harbor, and there's boats. And up the other side of Waikiki, where it starts, is Kalakaua Avenue. I mean, not Kalakaua Avenue. There's Kalakaua Avenue runs the length. It's Kapuhulu. I'm not trying to be too sloppy. I know it's like whatever, but it's Kapuhulu. So, in the Ala Wai Canal, they found a body just this morning. Like, oh my God, like a dead body. Oh, Jesus. I thought it was going to be like, yeah, let's make a happy morning. Get happy. Have some coffee. Because you don't know when we're going to run out of coffee. Zombie apocalypse with the supply chain, right? So they found a body. It's a guy, I don't know the story. They just found it this morning. It's like, ooh, okay. Now I catch this, I'm like, okay, I'll just mention it and go, we can move on to, hey, what is in the news? Well, luxury estate market could see an uptake. Ooh, because who knows? They're buying and selling. They're trying to make some big money is what they're doing. And in the headline today, risk at the Ala Wai. Oh my gosh, how did they know? But this is about public meetings for this Ala Wai Canal. You can see Ala Wai. And they say that, it's all dirty. They do canoe things. They try to dredge it. But the water's really dirty, like you cut your hand. If there's like a small cut on your hand, small cut on your foot. Oh, I went on the reef. I was walking, I went snorkeling. I cut my foot with the car a little bit. You have this cut on your foot. You don't want to go into this water. It's stagnant, polluted, leptospirosis. It's like, someone got all cut up and when they fell in somewhere and they died from like septo. It's just like a systematic septic toxic thing. And anyways, yeah, the Ala Wai. There's the reason I'm like describing, and there's what the sidewalk looks like and the parking along the Ala Wai, and they're going, hey, you know what, U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, they want to do this thing where they make it I don't know, stuff. They want to help with its draining so it doesn't flood, because if Waikiki floods and rain comes down and tries to go down here, then it backs up the sewer system. It won't get no hotels, and the sewer system goes into, it's like a total problem. So one thing, oh god, I didn't know how horrible. Although I fell in it one time in my life. I was on there's like these steps that go down. People go like catch crabs and tilapia. It's like horrible fish. And there's like 6 steps, and it's right along this thing here, this boulevard thing. See, so it's right along here. It's like right here. There's one of them right there, and there's like 2 side things on each side of the steps, and it's cement. It goes out. So I walked out. There's cars all parked here, stopped at a red light. I walked out to the edge of that thing, and it crumbled from beneath me. It just went, and I went falling face first into the Ala Wai. And you know what's bad about that? It's only about 2 inches deeper on the edge. So I was like, gonna go face first into this rock. So I'm like, oh my god. And now there's bodies floating around. This is like gross. But you know what they want to do? Is they want to build all the way up. Kalakaua runs along the side, like parallel to the ocean. Kapahulu is perpendicular. It goes up to the mountain, Mauka. They want to run the Ala Wai along that, because that's what it used to be a long time ago. They actually had the Ala Wai Canal going up that way. Wow. That's a whole lot of Ala Wai history there. Okay, next. Let that sink in. Maybe, maybe not. Back in the day, 1959, statehood year. Elizabeth and George Studios, local photography. Elizabeth and George open up new location in Ala Moana Center. Accepts customers of all ages. Modern air conditioning studios. It's like, oh yeah, wow! It's like it could be like family portraits and modeling pictures and stuff. And then it's probably gonna be inundated with it's graduation time. Time for the yearbook pictures. Oh, yearbook pictures. What's going on here? And this lady's got this really old hand-built Apple I for auction. I was like, hand-built Apple I, all computer. Oh, $500,000. Oh, what the frick? Seemed like breakfast because that built by Steve Wilson. That's like one of the first guys that he said. Oh my god. Oh, he just put a keyboard in there. Okay, yeah, that's $500,000 worth of stuff right there. Okay, Ala Wai project back on the table. Okay, yeah. This guy. Hey, I'm the kingpin. He's bowling. So, it's like, hey, the kingpin. They take out Dustin. Oh gosh, watch out for the other kind. On the astronauts, how about this, man? Astronauts land at their 6-month mission, right? So they land, and it's sort of, yeah, okay. They just get off the spaceship. Hey, we're back. We've been gone for a long time, 100 days. And it's like, hey, I gotta do something. I mean, it's getting more normalized, they call it. Normal. Ala Wai project back on the table. What did I miss? Aside from, I guess there's not that much stuff in here. But it was like just blah blah blahing along. Okay, let's go back in the day, and then we did that. Time for this. Okay. Here's the political cartoon. Oh, I get abroad Oh, I'll get a boat as long as I'm not on the one who has to swim out there to bring it ashore. I don't want to get it in unless it's big enough for anyone we can find on the other side of the island. Other island. Is it worth the risk when we don't even have one that we know if there are oars inside? Oh God. Okay, this is bridging the partisan gap. It settled in. We'll sink it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go to letters editor. Restrict police access onto school campuses. Regarding the story of HPD telling the commission the arrest of a 10-year-old girl, reasonable and necessary. Cite article, November 5th. If I am not mistaken, in the past, there was a decision that no uniformed police officer should come to a school to escort a student off campus because of embarrassment and misinterpretations by the peers. Yeah, that's the way it was. I mean, that's the way it is. You just don't go. Unless there's like, crazy, violent. Only a plainclothes officers were allowed to do this. There was a cause for this policy, but the school has protocols to handle such issues. It should have refused protesting group mother's friends. This is what I don't get. The mother's friend said call it down. It's like, being called does not give the police the right to intervene in schools' autonomous right to handle internal issues. The police are clueless to the rights of the people, much less of a 10-year-old child. Ken Chang, like with you held back to the end with that the police are clueless thing. Woohoo! All right, nothing's reasonable about arresting a kid. Oh, for crying out loud! You gotta be kidding me! Handcuffing a 10-year-old child is child abuse and far from any jargon as reasonable. Blah blah blah. Same article. Anyone with the brains of a mango fly knows that. What's next? Lock her in jail and throw away the key. Give me a break. She's just a kid. Wilama C.S. Robinson. Kakako. Okay. Okay. Stop. No, this was the thing. The girl that was arrested was 10 years old. That's like 4th grade. 4th grade. You just take a -6 because 6 years old in 1st grade. So 4th grade. Now one was a bullied the other one. The other one had got bullied, was pissed and angry and frustrated and scared, and did this big drawing like bully. It's probably pretty bad because I remember kid drawings I did. I don't know. This is a girl, but I rags and snails and sugar and spice. I don't know if that applies nowadays. But this kid must have done like hang him and stab red crayon blood out of it. It must have been. I don't know. See, I'm all curious about the drawing itself. Then it got wrapped up into she's a black kid, and then the mother's friend's sister's brother called the police, and the police just showed up in campus. And then it's all stupid. And now they're suing. They're suing for like $500,000. You should buy the Apple computer. You should go get the original computer after you win. I don't know. After that, it's like, I just want to see what the drawing is. What is that bad, right? Build new UH new UH stadium on Manoa campus. You go back to Richard Attenborough or David, whatever. University of Hawaii athletes need its own football stadium on campus, period. The Warriors have effectively been kicked to the curb by the current state administration. The stadium was condemned with no prior notice without a solution for the 2021 session and beyond. There was zero aloha for our student athletes and fans, but also gross negligence, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, this article is just boring. But the director of the thing encompassed 8 months and they got the TC Chain Complex. Truly amazing, on time and on budget. Blah, 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 blah. It's a pretty big campus. Pretty big stadium. 9,000, something like that. I echo the proposal to give approval funds for the... Just wave your magic wand. There it goes, right? And his team to build an on-campus 25... So build a 25-foot stadium. That's half the size of Aloha Stadium. and then can focus on a lava parcel illusion. Thank you, Joey. Okay, just tell them what to do. Americans overconsume products from China. So this is like, hey, all those cargo ships and everything, and you talk about China, owning the world because you buy all the stuff, all the little toys. It's just made in China. Everything's made in China. That's why they're going through their industrial age, and they're a giant. High Court should have banned gotten replaced. Now this is true. Okay, I don't know. I mean, I think people have this kind of thing. You have the bill, it has all the stuff in it, and it goes the House of Representatives, and it goes to the Senate, even on the state level. Okay, now, and then it gets voted on or not. And if it's voted all by both, then it goes to get signed in. Then that's that little cartoon thing from 4th grade. If you're not busy drawing at your bullies. Got bullied in 5th grade, 6th grade. So no, more like 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. I got bullied a lot. I'm a cuckoo. I'm gonna blame bullying. It's probably true. You should see my drawings. Sam Peckinpah. Now, gut and replace is they get the bill, and then they maybe add on a different subject, and then another subject, and then the whole bill got to pass in one thing. If you don't like that one thing, you're gonna vote the whole thing down if you're that passionate. I don't like that one thing at all. I'm gonna vote the whole thing down. Then there's some good stuff, and then they add a bad one, right? And that's how they get the bad ones passed. Because if the bad one came down the pipes all by itself, they just go bang. It wouldn't happen. But now they got this thing where this thing comes down the thing, and it looks like it has this title and topic about this, and they just gut this, and then they'll put something else in there. It probably started off as a small, we'll just take that one thing out, put something else in there. It probably started off a good idea like that, but then it went all over the place, and now it's turned into an abusive thing. That's what all this is about. I'm sure you got this stuff. The court said, now it'd be great if the court did decide to gut and replace was illegal, but it did not. What's disturbing is 2 judges disagreed with the decision. They're still on board with it's politics. I would seriously, I'm just relaying and not so serious, but oh my god, it's too early in the morning. They just said they forgive it illegal ozone, blah 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 blah. Thank you, Phil. You're absolutely right. Curbed abuses, blah blah blah. Historic, long overdue. Refer to the. So this one's saying, the gut and replace practice at the time. Right now, they just said, no, you're not going to do that. Barely, judges decided, and the vote was barely. They decided you can't do that. Despite months of hearings, no one ever knew what might emerge. So months and months and months and months of hearings, and then the last minute is when they do the gut and replace. That's also common cause. Thank you. This is a total deplorable use of power. Kylie Zimmerman seems to write a lot of letters. Thomas should rethink voodoo economics. Carl Thomas is hiding a message in his column. We want the plans to the battle station. He mentions climate change, free daycare, childcare, free K, Obamacare, tax. Oh, please, Carl Thomas. He's the guy that writes editorial letters. Gamas calls the Democratic proposals voodoo economics. But this is a real takeaway. Thomas knows that President Ronald Reagan's voodoo economics, although they may be gone about in the wrong way, actually worked. Melvin Sakamoto, Palolo, yay! Okay. Notice the guy up here, this one up here. The mocking, Mina Bird, huh? See this Mina Bird right here? Mina Bird. Came up and says, these Mina Birds, man, they're taking over. Let's say, they'll push you off the sidewalk. You walk down, Mina Bird. Hey. Anyways. That's it. La la la. Have a happy day. Aloha. It's Tuesday the 8th, 9th. Aloha. Aloha. Aloha.